welcome to Beyond the Headlines, where we break down today's local news stories with our very own reporters. Except since today is Christmas Eve, we are switching gears and we're going to have an episode full of Christmas fun. I'm Brianna Rittman.
And I'm Josh Seaball.
So we're going to get right into it. Jolly Old St. Nick is definitely making a list and checking it twice with just 2 weeks until Christmas. Actually, Christmas is tomorrow. Fun fact, one of his trusty helpers has already been spreading holiday joy. Patrick Elwood has the story.
The suit brings joy, it brings happiness to people. That's what it's known for. I used to do random acts of kindness, and I would get the wrong kind of vibe. This is the season.
You better watch out. Certainly not cry. Forget about pouting. Here's the 411 on why. Slingshot Santa is already here in town.
I am feeling right at home, just like I came from the North Pole. It's nice and chilly. I love it. This is my type of weather.
Since the 1st of December, he's been making the rounds, spreading cheer and warming hearts. During our time together, curious adults
Wonderful.
and wide-eyed kids couldn't help themselves. Some snapping a pic,
You look like a good shot.
others coming in for a hug and a hope for a special toy.
When you have that child that's hugging your leg and you can feel their heart beating through their jacket and in their chest, that brings joy to me because you can tell genuine joy when you feel it.
This Santa uses his motorized three-wheeler known as a slingshot as a sleigh. Thus the moniker Slingshot Santa. He and his happy helping elves spread the love at Christmas time, focusing on the south suburbs where they live, work, and worship. What started with sharing the cheer with a few has grown to many.
I got an awesome crew. They've been with me for 9 years. We started out 85 toys, wrapping them in my garage, my wife, a few friends, and over the year it just kept growing and it kept growing and it kept growing. The next year was 200, gifts and random acts of kindness, and then the next year was 300, the next year was 400, and last year was the greatest year we had in giving, and we blessed 2,300 people.
Right there, always by his side,
Is my hat straight?
naturally, is Mrs. Claus.
We're going on 25 years.
That's a long time.
That's a long time.
Santa, tell me if you're really there.
Slingshot Santa is a gentleman by the name of Craig Wilson, who has made a career managing U-Haul locations. His lovely wife is Linda, a retired educator. Together with their friends from Markham's Faith Community of Christ Temple Baptist Church, they're on their 9th year of handing out toys during the holiday season.
I want one of these for Christmas. You can get it. Ho, ho, ho. All right. Merry Christmas.
Craig, who is an associate minister, credits his parents, Benjamin and Sherry, for raising him and his 5 siblings to live their lives in service of others. His mom was an attorney, and they raised the family at the corner of 165th and Winchester.
That corner is where hope and humanity met.
Mom passed away 3 years ago, and in the wake of her death, Craig and Linda formed a nonprofit called Sherry's Corner, which helps defer expenses, and they accept charitable tax-deferred donations.
My mother had a heart of gold. That's why in our logo, there's a hint of gold in Sherry's Corner. So, my mother and father had a spirit of giving. They were business people in the community. They knew everybody loved them, and they gave, people opportunities and jobs. So it's all about giving. It's all about giving, the spirit of giving.
So from now until Christmas Eve, these do-gooders will be out and about doing just that. At a time when this kindness, says Slingshot Santa, is needed perhaps more than ever.
When you can do a random act of kindness and bless somebody, it goes a long way.
Such a beautiful story. Now, just before Christmas, the Queen of Christmas has been dethroned, knocked off the top spot on the Billboard Global 200 chart. It had been the #1 song each December since it debuted on the list in 2020 for a record total of 19 weeks. But now, Last Christmas by Wham has taken over. The 1984 hit was released 10 years earlier than Mariah Carey's iconic Christmas song. But I think she's still the Queen of Christmas.
I don't know. It's hard to beat Wham. I listen to that every year. It's a classic.
Yeah, but so is All I Want for Christmas Is You.
That's true. I mean, they're both great songs. Like, who doesn't love good Christmas music? Unless, you work in retail and have to listen to that 24/7.
That is true.
Sure it gets
If you're
old
a
fast.
retail worker, it definitely gets old really fast. So is that like your favorite Christmas song, or just something you listen to every year?
I do love it. Michael Bublé's music might give me a little more, but it's hard to beat Last Christmas. It fills you with that Christmas cheer.
Okay. I like All I Want for You. I like Boyz II Men, Let It Snow. The Temptations version of Silent Night. A very old classic one. That's how you know. When it starts getting cold outside and you hear In My Mind going from the Temptations, you know it's time to bundle up, put the Christmas tree up, start wrapping the presents, and finish all your shopping. Now, before we head to break, our producer Sarah and our whole team here at WMBD wants to say happy birthday to Finn. That is her son. He is 8 years old today. What a great present, a kid on Christmas Eve. Now, she tells us Finn loves cats as well. And what else does he like?
He likes anime. He's very similar to me in that sense.
Okay.
Kid loves Dragon Ball Z. So, Finn, I hope you have a Super Saiyan of a birthday, and you get to go one step further beyond next year.
Oh, that is so sweet. She asked me to meow, but she's just gonna have to take me saying that as the meow. I hope you have a wonderful birthday, Finn, and have a Merry Christmas tomorrow. Now, when we come back on Beyond the Headlines, we've got more Christmas Eve fun for you. We'll be right back. Welcome back. You don't actually have to go far to find the North Pole. North Pole City in Oklahoma has been voted among the top 50 of the most Christmassy stores across the country. Caitlin Algle went to go pay them a visit.
I've known it my entire life.
You've driven by it dozens of times along I-44 near I-240. And when you step inside, it's a winter wonderland. For nearly 40 years, North Pole City has been in Dusty Carberry's family.
You can't stay away.
For many, it's a tradition. Jerry Murphy has been coming here for 10 years.
We just come here to have a day of shopping. Sometimes you see the new stuff, sometimes you see the old stuff.
And this aunt-niece duo visit to keep the memory of loved ones alive.
When my mother passed away, we were here every year.
A MarketBeat.com survey asked more than 3,000 shoppers which stores make them feel like they're stepping into a storybook. North Pole City ranked in the top 50.
It's truly, truly an honor.
It's easy to see why. Designers start transforming every corner before the holidays arrive.
We do try and make it a new experience every time somebody comes in.
From nativity scenes to Christmas trees.
This room is incredible.
This is our Christmas tree lot.
And of course, ornaments.
This is one of my favorite rooms in the entire store just because the atmosphere, it just is very cozy and it just makes you kind of all warm and fuzzy.
They put a lot of thought in this place.
For many, it's not just a store, it's a slice of Christmas magic where memories are made.
We try and keep the same magic and whimsy of it every year.
It's just a different store to come to. It's just very special.
Okay, now before we get to this game we're about to play, Josh, we just have to commend you on your suit. Give us the details.
Yeah, so I got this about, I guess, over a year ago. I literally bought it at Sam's. Back when I lived in Missouri,
Okay.
I bought it at Sam's because we were doing a holiday party at my last workplace. And I was like, well, I mean, look, I gotta be the center of attention. No, I'm just kidding. I just love it so much, and you get so little excuses to wear something like this.
Right.
I can't wear this like during a job interview.
Right.
So like if it's around the Christmas season, my fiance thinks it's a little silly. I was like, I need to wear this. I mean, it's got a bow tie and everything.
And what else does it do?
Oh, well, let me show you if I can reach in here real quick. Where is it? There it is.
We got some special effects going on with this suit.
Just a wee bit, if I can find the dang thing.
Multicultural Nutcrackers on there. Love that.
There we go. I don't know if it's visible.
It lights up if you can't tell. Zoom in on the detail. There we go.
It is. I'm hitting my mic a little bit. Sorry about that. Yep. I love this thing. It is.
It's phenomenal.
It's great.
Thank you for wearing that.
I mean,
making it very merry around the newsroom.
Oh, I love it.
Now, yesterday we played a game called This or That, and where we name two things and decide which one we like better. Well, Josh and I are going to continue. We're going to play a Christmas version that Sarah put together for us. So, Elf movie or Home Alone movie? Ooh, I'm going to have to revisit that one.
It's got to be Elf movie for me. That's a lot of nostalgia growing up watching it with my family.
Okay.
Love it.
Dress up for Christmas or PJs all day? I'm going to dress up for Christmas, like. And I'm not, that's just what we do.
I mean, typically, we're not going anywhere too great. I mean, this is my first Christmas here,
Right.
versus with my family. You're home all day. You don't want to do anything. Ideally, if you don't plan, so PJs, you got to be comfy.
I love that. I guess when we were a military family, when my dad was active duty and we were like, so we were away from everyone, pajamas, I don't really remember. But then growing up, when we were living where, after he retired, where my parents are from the same county, and so we house hop. So it is kind of like a cute sweater, cute slacks, pants, or a cute sweater dress or something like that, because now we're house hopping. So
Right. Got it.
got to go to both grandparents' houses, all the aunts and uncles. Wrapping your Christmas presents or gift bags? Gift bags for me. I have gotten to that age. There is cute wrapping paper. You know, I like specialized wrapping paper, like you have a favorite character or something, or like, I like your suit, then okay. But sometimes gift bags, and then you just reuse them for the
That's
next
true.
person. If you receive it, you reuse it. So what about you?
I mean, there are definitely some gifts that I would say gift bags are better, but I like wrapping a little bit. It looks awful when I do it, but
Right.
it just means like, hey, I love you enough to put this effort into this, and I know it looks bad, but I did try, and I hope you enjoy it. Plus, like unwrapping a gift is the most fun part. I still
That's
say
true,
that.
too. That's true. Cinnamon or peppermint?
Do you want to answer this first?
I like both. I like the house smelling like cinnamon, though.
Sure.
And then I guess peppermint. I don't mind candy canes or little peppermints like they give you in church or something like that. I don't really have a preference for those.
I'm not a big cinnamon guy, but I do like peppermint. And I think another one is, like I said with Elf, it's a nostalgia. My granny, when she was still around, she would always have little Mentos
Okay.
in her purse. And
Yes.
I do like peppermint. Like peppermint chocolate, too, is really top tier for me. It's like
Okay.
peppermint in my hot cocoa.
Okay, now that sounds good. Now, shop early or last minute shopping for gifts?
I mean, the last minute shopping is so stressful. I mean,
Yes.
I mean, like if there's like one separate thing, like, oh, I forgot to get this for this
Right.
person, then yeah. But if I'm planning ahead, like if I want to make sure everyone's getting something, I'm gonna go early. Maybe it's not as cheap, but I still want to make sure I have it.
Want to have everything on time. Yeah, and then it's kind of like just depends on how early you make your list, what you
Yeah.
plan to get them, especially if you're making like gifts that matter. You know, you put some thought into it. It's easy to buy along throughout the year, or you know how that goes, earlier than later.
Yeah, and I guess there are like gifts that are kind of released around Christmas.
Right.
So I guess that there is that to consider too.
That is true. Now, when we come back, we have more Christmas fun for you when we return. Don't touch the remote. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Just to have some fun before we end today's episode of Beyond the Headlines, we are sharing some photos with you. All right, let's roll the tape. This was me filling in on the morning show last year, and we had to play rapping games. This was also last year at Chick-fil-A Bingo and Normal with the cow.
Well, that's me and my lovely fiance Rachel. That was at a holiday party where I got this suit.
She's such a doll. This was at the Botanical Gardens last year. I was really outside for Christmas last year. This was at Uptown Station in Normal with the NAACP.
That's me and my siblings. That's Elijah, Adri, Emily, and me.
And that was also last year at the Peoria Hair and Fashion Showcase. And that was also last year at Mackinac Valley, the Vineyard. You know, they have it's like they're closing down the vineyard for the season, so they have like they have like mini candles all across their vineyard, and you can walk around. So I mean, I was
Nice.
really outside. I'm so proud of myself for all those pictures when she asked us to send pictures, because before, when I first moved here, I was like, outside in the wintertime? This Southern girl, can't find her. Do not know who she is.
Yeah,
They're- Yeah, so. And you said your siblings? Oh,
Yeah, that's my I'm the oldest of our family. This will be my first Christmas away from them, but we are planning to go visit on the 27th,
Okay.
which is also my sister's Emily's birthday.
Okay, how old is she turning?
Gosh, I hope I remember this. 22.
Okay,
I had to
nice.
think. Man, I hope I'm right, or else she'll kill me.
Okay. Well, I shout out your suit. I have to give a shout out to my grandmother for my lovely sweater.
It is very nice.
I already texted her and said, you know, people have already complimented me on this sweater, and I keep saying, thanks, my grandmother. So my family's in Florida and South Carolina. So she was like, it's not going to get cold enough for me to wear this, so you can have it when I was visiting in the fall. And so she's right. And so I am actually working tomorrow for Christmas. So it's just a nice, like, my grandmother's hugging me right now. So
Nice.
I get to, you know, we get to be, you know, we're away from our families this Christmas, but we'll see them soon enough. But I usually don't travel to Christmas holiday. My family knows if you don't see me for Thanksgiving, that's it. Because of this weather, my first Christmas here, we had all those airline issues, and I was just like, it's just too much of a hassle to, Thanksgiving is a holiday, then I'll catch y'all again in the spring when the snow melts. Well, thank you for joining us for today's Beyond the Headlines. You can find all these stories and more over on our website, ciproud.com. Merry Christmas Eve.
Merry Christmas.
For breaking news and weather updates 24/7, log on to ciproud.com and download the free CI Proud to Go mobile app.